Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for White House Down. It's a movie starring Channing Tatum, Jamie Foxx, and Joey King, along with Maggie Gyllenhaal and a couple of other people you probably recognized. So, as always, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. To start with furry, it's a movie about White House things, so there's some dogs, but nothing really significant. So, moving on to the good and the bad. So, this was a movie that came out in the same year as Olympus Has Fallen. I think that White House Down is the better of the two. So what it is they share similar-ish storylines. And so Gerard Butler is in the other one, and Channing Tatum is in this one. Channing Tatum in this one plays a Secret Service guy, or at least a want-to-be Secret Service person, who is trying to get a job there, and also trying to be a good dad to Joey King. And then Jamie Foxx plays the president, and then Jason Clarke plays one of the people that tries to take over the White House and, firefighting and badassery and whatnot ensues. And that's kind of the movie. I don't want to say any more than that, but just understand that it is an action movie. In this one, I would say it's much more of an action comedy. And I think that that's why this movie works better for me. Because this one, they acknowledge some of the ridiculous things that are in this movie, and Channing Tatum, Jamie Foxx always win. I'm going to say Joey King is always win too, but they understand the movie that they are in. So it's action, and yes, it's about like the most terrible thing possible, like, oh, the White House is getting taken over by bad guys, and what are we going to do, and how do we save the president? But they also understand that that premise is a little ridiculous. So Channing Tatum is great about like being in ridiculous situations and be like, oh, come on, man, really? Like, what? Just like, if you've seen Channing Tatum, you know what I'm talking about. And he does that so well. And I think that it adds a bit of charm and a bit of levity to this movie in a way that just makes it so much more enjoyable. It's not a perfect movie by any means, because I think that there are a few things that happen that are just utterly ridiculous. I think a lot of them involve a helicopter or helicopters. Not going to say exactly what. Don't want to ruin it for you. But a little bit over the top ridiculousness, but in general, it's a fun popcorn flick time. Now, the unfortunate thing is that, in my opinion, I think it was unfortunate that this movie did not make as much money as Olympus Has Fallen, or like it made more money in terms of revenue, but it also cost more to produce, so it didn't actually turn a profit, or was like just barely turned a profit. Whereas Olympus Has Fallen, I don't think made as much technically, but cost less to make, and so was technically a hit, and so they've made a couple sequels to it, whereas this is the only one of this one. I think that if you are only going to watch one, you should watch this one, because it's fun. If you want more Gerard Butler and you want a bit more serious of a take on it, go ahead and watch Olympus Has Fallen. But the CGI, I think that it, for the most part, works. There's a couple of ridiculous parts, but in general, it works. And that's really it. If you want a fun time, check this movie out. I think that it was not as appreciated as it could have been. So I also just want to give a shout out to Jamie Foxx in this movie. I feel like Jamie Foxx is playing the president, but also kind of how I would picture Obama would be in one of these situations. Like, I'm just saying, I feel like Obama would also do the things that Jamie Foxx does in this situation. So I don't know if he was riffing on that or what, but I enjoyed it. So yeah, give this movie a watch. That's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you the next one. Bye.